Hello, welcome to Lori's DIY Life. This is Lori. I hope everybody's had a good few days. I have, but I've had some problems with my. Let me turn this light on here. I've had some problems with my recordings, and so it's taken a few days. Let's hope it's fixed and this one comes and works. If you remember, I had said that I was challenged to do a card using as many techniques and with you know mixed media and all that stuff. So I had decided to do a Valentine's card, and I have recorded this part of it twice. So this will be the third time. And these are um, the techniques that I did, and so I'll show you how I did it. Um, this is the one that I like the best, and this is the way I'm going to show you today. This one is the nut. I don't know if you can tell the difference or not, but there is a difference. So what I decided to do, first of all, let's go into this, is do a Valentine's card, and I decided to do two hearts. I want to do it a big card. I have this envelope, and I decided I want it heart shaped, so I have to do an easel card to make the easel big enough to support two hearts, or two hearts is I needed it to be big enough. So I went in and I got my my from Sizzix 12 by 24. This is my easel. Of course, I will have to cut it down. Am I going to do a heart shape? I don't know, but I don't know. Let's see. But anyways, that's that. Okay, so the way I did my heart, of course, is I took the paper, folded it, and cut out my heart. Now, I started out and I had this real skinny, long heart, and I don't like that. I like a fat, nice fat heart. So, I did this way. But I don't want to fold in the card, right? So I had to go around and do it again. Let me do another one so you can see just how easy it was. So you do your folded and cut out your heart. And then you just take, because I need two of them anyways. And so you just take your heart, and then your scissors, because you don't want the fold, right? So I don't want the trace line on it either. So I just took and just cut around. I did this with the folded one, but of course, because now I've got one that's not folded, I'll just use it as the pattern. Okay. And so, because I'm trying to get in as many techniques and stuff, the first heart is the inking, right? The inking technique that you just seen that I did. The thing was, when I first did it, I wasn't real happy with the red of it. It wasn't bright enough, I didn't think. And so I have this red mica spray, and I love the way that mica spray looks on there. And I'm telling you that this camera is not doing it justice. Okay, so now I have my two hearts. So I take the one and the inks that I used. Well, while I was deciding what I wanted to do and I'm looking through, I found that I have the Midas by Spectrum Noir metallic pigment ink pads. So, of course, that's what I've got to do, right? And I will turn this backwards so you can see it better. And I used the bronze and the red garnet. Now I have the two pads because I did use one and just kept changing the pad on it. But I'm telling you, my fingers got so bad, it was disgusting. So, I decided that I really, really like the bronze a lot more than that red garnet. And I've got a whole set of these pigment inks, the metallics. It's there, something. But anyway, so I started with the bronze and I just inked it up all around and not worrying about being careful or making sure it's even or worrying about the square showing through. I just inking it up. That's it. Just throwing some ink on. And I like that there be a little bit more bronze on it than the red. So I go pretty heavy on the bronze. Then come in with this red garnet and put some of that and fill some of this in and not worry about it really too much. Just kind of filling it in. Ugly, right? But I'm not done. I'm gonna layer this. So I'm gonna go back in with the bronze and go over this. And again, not being careful, not worrying about it. Do I leave some of the red, some of the square pattern? Yep. But not worrying about it. Just putting it on. That's all. Just getting the color on there. Okay, there's some more of that bronze. And I'll go in with a little bit more red. And this one's actually covering quicker than the other ones were. The other ones weren't covering this quickly. The other ones, it seemed like I had to do, I don't know, 5 or 6 layers before I was happy with the way they were turning out. Just really don't want any of the paper showing through, right? I want it all covered with these metallic inks. The thing is, like, this red garnet doesn't really have a metallic look like the bronze. The bronze definitely has a metallic look. And oops, more of the bronze. I guess I am going to end up doing a bunch of layers. Just, till you're happy with it and the way it looks. How is that? Yeah, kind of okay. There's a few spots I don't every time I go in to do another layer, I want to make sure I get all around, not just the empty spots. And I don't know if that really matters or not. But then we end up with something that looks like this. It's very rich looking. But just nothing. It's not bright. It's not shimmery. It's not shiny. It's not. And I thought, nah, it's a good technique. I like the metallics and all of that. But I want it to shine. You know what I mean? So that's when I remembered that I had this mica mist from a tonic. I don't remember if it was a tonic kit or a bundle or what, but it's like a sample size, right? Because see the size of this bottle? This is how the mica mist usually comes in this bottle. But I didn't have a good color that I cared for. Okay for a female, but not for a male. So I just took this and sprayed it. And I liked it kind of heavy. I like the bigger drops. It just almost immediately changes texture on here. What did I do with the lid? There it is. So if you can see, it leaves like bubbles on it. And with that, like I said, it does look better here than it does on the camera. So I'm happy with that. Now that's the first heart, and that's got to dry, but of course I do have these that have already dried, and I can take my pick now because I've got 3 of them. But the next thing I wanted to do, and I think I'm going to be right back. Okay, sorry about that, but I did get what I was looking for, except I didn't get something to spread it with. Shoot. I had all these little tools, that you used to spread stuff with. Let me see what I got in this little cart here. No. It doesn't have anything that I can see. Man, just about everything else, so maybe I'll take scrap paper and just use that. I don't see why that wouldn't work, huh? As long as it's strong enough. Here, I got this card here. We use this. I just want to use these pastes and glitter things here. I don't know about this one. And I have to have something to scoop it out with. About a smaller. Ooh, that would be a real good thing to scoop it with. Okay. So I'm going to. Ooh. I don't know. I cannot read what that is, and I don't know. Can the camera pick it up? New old glimmer. It is a glimmer paste. And so is this. No, this is a glacier paste. Okay, what I'm going to do is take the glacier paste. But the glacier paste is probably thicker than that. my thought is I can stencil. I can put one on the bottom and then stick my stencil in. Now what that will do is also leave, see, this is going to be thicker. So let me put this on the bottom. It's kind of goopy. What can I use to get that out? Here we go, here we go. Okay. So I'm just going to take this and just smear it around. That's it, just smear it around the whole paper. Just to change the paper thinking. It will also hold the pattern of the stencil. I don't know. I've never done this. Just a thought. So we're trying this stuff out. Seeing if it works. This is just like glitter. It's just like goopy black glitter. It's going to have a lot of texture, and the other will be smoother. So I probably should wait and let this dry, but guess what? I am not doing that. I just gotta smooth it out enough. Try to make it look even enough. Don't want it to look hokey, right? I need a little bit more here on this end. Here. Just put a little bit on this. That took quite a bit of that stuff, right? It did. But I like the way that looks, to be honest with you. I don't know if I can hold it up for you to see. It looks really, really kind of ugly black where you're at, but that's not how it looks here. See how it sparkles? See how it's got a kind of a gold to it, and the black, almost like a golden starry night. Now I might mess it up. Now I'm worried that I like that too much and I'm gonna mess it up. Let's stick to it, because we got a stencil, right? It would not be right now. I'm going to stencil that in. And this is a smoother consistency. Now I have to be careful about going onto the project past the stencil, right? Because I don't want to smear it on that black without the dots. So I'm going to be careful of that. So here's this part, but the stencil didn't cover the whole thing. So carefully, I'm going to remove it and just try to put a little bit down carefully on this tip. Let's see if I messed it up. No, it looks okay. Looks like I didn't mess it up. Now I gotta do the other part of it though. So, I'm going to turn it. Oh, get that green all over, Lori. And okay. Gotta get it up in here on this thing. Boy, it's goopy. Now I'm supposing I could take a heat gun and dry this, but I don't know. If I want to take the chance that it might not work out. One thing I don't like is this little line down the center. But look what I did. Oh no. Do you see my mess up? Oh no, it was going so good too. Talk about getting. Look. I really was liking the way it looked, and then I went and did that. So what can I try to do? I got a little brush. Now it's funny because I can kind of see green dots from the stencil. Like I was saying, it would leave the imprint, and it did. Huh. Okay, now I'm going to try covering it a little bit more with just taking, you know, this brush has to go in the trash, right? When I'm done, because this is some pretty sticky solid stuff, and this brush will not, I don't think anyways, This brush is not going to be salvageable. It's going to be hard enough saving the stencil by letting it sit this long. I should have had that bowl of water in here. And honestly, I cannot really see what the heck I'm doing. All I know is I do not want to do that part again. So, oh, that's, it's my bad. But it still looks a little bit like a mess up. But maybe I'll end up. Here's the side that's not messed up, and here's the side that is. See where I messed it up? Okay. You know, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out after it dries. It's so shiny and so frilly. Not frilly, but I just don't know how to explain to you. I love the black background and then to have that green on there, wow. But we'll see. I guess, you probably get the same effect using paper, but I'm supposed to be using these techniques as much as possible, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. Is get these techniques in here. So, oof. We have now inked. Right, we've used some spray. We have stenciled and used paste. So those are done. We'll use a technique by making a different kind of card, right? By making it an easel card. So, and these hearts are going to be layered with different things. I think on one, I'll do some stamping and coloring, and on another one, I'll do die cutting and that kind of stuff. So, and I'm sorry you haven't got a video from me, but like I said, I've had some problems and resolved, and I go through this every once in a while with my videos. It just happens. But look at these hands; they got to get washed. Go through that sometimes with my program once in a while. It's like it just has to remind me sometimes stay humble, but I guess that's it. I can't think of what else. Alright. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we will continue to work on this card. I will be back with the next part, whatever we decide to do tomorrow, hopefully. And thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again. Bye bye.